Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with meteorologist Cameron Landfield.
Well, good morning, Western Oregon. It looks like we're dealing with a bit of fog once again. We've got a pretty strong inversion layer out there to start things off, so it's colder by the surface than it is higher in the atmosphere, and that's actually bringing us into an air stagnation advisory all the way through Sunday. So it's going to be these similar conditions every single morning. Look out at Corvallis right now, and you can see there's a little bit of a fog layer developing towards the surface. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, but still could be a bit of a visibility issue. Corvallis at 4 miles of visibility right now, Crestwell at 5, and that has actually been recovering really well over the past about an hour. We saw less than a mile just about an hour ago there, so it's looking better, but we still have chances of that fog developing everywhere for this morning. So that is one of our two weather phenomena for today, is going to be the potentially bad visibility conditions. But the second one, don't get it mixed up between Corvallis and Newport. Newport's bad visibility is not the fog. It's because of the second phenomena we're dealing with today, and that is a incoming dying storm. So right now we're looking way off at the current radar loop, and you can see up towards our north, Portland is seeing a lot of activity, and that's because that storm is starting to push into that area right now, but it's going to lower and slowly descend along our entire coast for today. It might make its way deep enough inland to see Corvallis, but I wouldn't expect anything south of there to see any rainfall today. It's also a pretty weak storm as well, so there's not a lot of activity out there to shake a lot of rainfall down. You'll see those rainfall accumulations for today are very low, but we'll cut ahead to the stormcast. Looking at 6:30 here, just in the next 10 minutes or so, you see some of that starting to reach near Newport. Still, most of it is out over the water though. Pushing into 8:30, it gets a little heavier for Florence. And then we see this similar pattern where it just sort of parks itself over our coast for the next 4 hours until we get into the evening, and then things clear out entirely, building up another fog layer for tomorrow morning. Now, we have seen some really low rainfall rates for the accumulation, and it doesn't look like they've changed in the past couple hours either, so I wouldn't expect much for today. Still going to see a couple sprinkles out there. I want to point out before the 7-day forecast, specifically those lows are going to get particularly low on Sunday and Monday, so potentially expect some scraping then. For the coast, we're seeing 58 for today, and then it looks like mostly just about 60 degrees all the way through the rest of the week. Tuesday gets active everywhere once again. You can see a little bit of rainfall developing, but until then, it's pretty inactive, just a lot of cloud coverage, except for the Cascades, where we see some of that coming up on Monday, and a little bit of sunshine actually on Saturday. For the Land Valley, of course, sitting in those low 50s for today, but then we do drop back down into the high 40s. That's why our lows get particularly lower as well. Again, rainfall on Tuesday. But now it's time.